Do you ever feel like your cold emails are getting lost in a sea of other messages? You're not alone. With so many people vying for attention, it can be tough to get your email noticed. But don't worry, there are ways to make your cold emails stand out in a crowded inbox. This blog post will discuss some important personalized cold emailing practices to help you stand out from the competition. What is cold emailing? Cold emailing can be a bit of an art form. You want to come across as warm and friendly but not too overbearing. You want to pique their interest but not overwhelm them with information. It's a personalized practice of sending emails to individuals with whom the sender has had no prior contact. The recipient's email address is typically found through online research, and the message is crafted to establish a business relationship or conduct some other form of transaction. Here are some of the best practices for cold emailing. 1. Do your research, find the right people to email and personalize your messages when you're cold emailing. It's important to do your research. You don't want to waste your time emailing people who are not interested in what you have to say. So instead, find the right people to email by researching their needs and interests. Once you've found the right people, personalize your messages to them. Include information that is specific to their needs and interests. Many personalizations help send personalized emails with images and videos that easily grab readers' attention. This will show that you have taken the time to research them and their needs, making your message more likely to be read. 2. Keep it short and sweet. People are busy. So get to the point quickly. Why waste time waffling on when you can say what you need to and be done with it? Besides, the recipient will probably only skim it anyway, so there's no need to go into excessive detail. Just give them the highlights and move on. Not everyone has the time or inclination to wade through a long, rambling email, so why not make things easy for them and keep it brief? You'll save yourself time and aggravation in the process. So go ahead and try it. You might be surprised at how well it works. 3. Use a clear subject line that accurately reflects the content of your email. You know the feeling. You open up your inbox and see 50 unread messages. Your stomach sinks as you realize you don't have the time to sort through them. So, you start skimming through the subject lines, looking for ones that stand out. And then you see it. A clear, concise subject line that perfectly reflects the content of the email. You can't help but click on it. It's simple. Use a clear subject line that accurately reflects the content of your email. That way, people can quickly scan their inboxes and decide whether or not they need to read your message. Not only will this save time for your recipients, but it will also increase the chances that your email will be read and remembered. Also, according to Hunter, emails with personalized subject lines have 50% higher open rates. 4. Check for grammar and spelling mistakes before hitting send. Email is a tricky thing. You want to sound professional but not too formal. You want to be friendly but not too familiar. And, of course, you want to avoid grammar and spelling mistakes. Unfortunately, it's too easy to make a mistake when sending an email, especially if you're sending a cold email to someone you don't know. That's why it's important to take the time to proofread your email before you hit send. A few quick minutes of proofreading can mean the difference between sounding like a competent professional and a bumbling amateur. So before you send that next email, take a step back and ensure it's free of errors. Your recipients will thank you for it. 5. Follow up if you don't hear back. But be patient, not everyone will respond to every email. Personalized cold emailing practice can be very frustrating. You spend a lot of time writing a great email, only to receive no response. It's tempting to give up and move on, but that's not always the best course of action. If you don't hear back from someone after a reasonable time, sending a follow-up email is perfectly acceptable. But after that, it's important to be patient and respect the person's decision not to respond. If you continue to hound someone who isn't interested, you'll only turn them off completely. So, personalized cold emailing practice is a great tool. But don't be afraid to let go of someone who isn't responding. 6. End with a call to action so you've personalized your email, added some value, and made sure there's no way for the recipient to mistake you for a spammer. Great job. The only thing left is sending your email with a call to action. This can be anything from inviting the recipient to book a meeting to asking them to check out your website. Whatever you do, make sure your call to action is clear and concise. And remember, the best way to get someone to take action is to make it easy. So include a link or attachment if possible. You can turn a cold email into a hot lead with little effort. Wrapping up cold emailing can be a great way to increase your sales. But it's important to remember that there is a right and wrong way to do it. It is a powerful tool for business development as well. It allows you to reach out to potential customers or partners that you would not otherwise have access. However, it's important to remember that cold emailing is a process, and it may take some time before you see results. Nevertheless, you will eventually succeed if you are consistent with your efforts and follow best practices. Following the best practices outlined in this blog post gives you the best chance of success when reaching out to potential customers. Have you tried cold emailing? What tactics have worked best for you? Let us know in the comments below.